Let's see question number 1. Find two consecutive natural numbers such that the sum of the squares is 61. Need to be done? Easy. Two consecutive numbers can be written as x and x plus 1. Consecutive, mane por. It could be written as x and x minus 1 also. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, these are two consecutive numbers. These are two consecutive numbers. And the condition given is x square plus x plus 1 whole square is equal to 61. Right. I think 5 and 6, right? Yeah? Can you guys hear me? Hey, let's unmute all these things. Can you guys hear me? No? You can hear? Great. Okay, this is this. Let's do one by one. This was our first question, kind of a thing. We'll just discuss in quick succession, right? Looking at it, and we can say the numbers are 5 and 6, kind of a thing. Okay. Hey, what's the difference between question number 1 and 2? That means in this case the number will be, in this first case the number will be, this is 5 and this is 6, and the second case it could be minus 5 and minus 6 or 5 and 6, right? That's the difference. Okay, first one was natural number, second one was integer. Okay, right, that's the only thing. So I will take both the negative value. In the first case I will only take the positive value because we have been talking of natural number. We have spoken about natural numbers. But the next case we'll take both positive and negative because it is integers. Okay, great. Oh, let's erase it. Okay. Let's get a bigger one. Smaller one. Bigger one. Okay, let us see question number 2. If the product of two positive consecutive integers is 288, if the product of two positive consecutive integers is 288, find the integer. How do you do? Question number 2 is two positive consecutive integers, positive. So we can put x into x plus 1 is equal to 288, right? That's the equation and we can solve. I'm just writing the equation. I think solving it is easy. Pardon me? Even integers. Okay, sorry. The question was positive even integers. So x and x plus 2. Why x plus 2? Because if this is an even number, maybe 4, to get the next even number, you have to add 2 with this. So 6. So it's an even number. Okay, great. So that's the equation. And question number 2 is two positive consecutive integers. Once I get the integers, the only difference between positive integers and integers is because x will have two values. X will have two values, maybe one positive, maybe one negative. When I'm talking of positive integers, when I'm talking of natural numbers, we'll only take the positive value. For integers, we'll take both positive and negative values. That's the only difference. Okay, let's see. Find two consecutive even natural numbers such as sum of the squares is this. Again, same as I think question number 1's part 2. You know? No, first 2, 1. 2, 1 and 3 are same. Is question number 2, 1 and 3 are same or not? This 2? Hello. Yes? Okay, great. You guys do have question in front of you, right? I mean, I can make it bigger if you guys want, but then I'll not able to write somewhere. Okay. So everything is recorded, so yeah. Even if I erase it, it will be there. Okay, right. Find two consecutive odd integers. Okay, what will you do this? Choose 4. Question number 2, 4. What are you going to do with this? How we can say two consecutive odd integer? Anyone? X and x plus 2 does not matter. We have taken x as odd number, so obviously we will consider odd number x and x plus 2, such that sum of their square is equal to this one, odd integers. So if I get an even number of x, I will neglect that. I will only take the odd, right? So these are a few things of this. Okay, let's see question number 3. The sum of two numbers is 9 and the sum of the square is 41. You have to solve this. It's easy, right? Question number 3. We're just discussing. We're just 3 is done. 3 is easy. Lagver now. Why it is not erasing? Okay, now it's erasing. Okay. 3 is done. Right. Let's see question number 4. 5 times of a certain whole number is equal to 3 less than twice the square of that number. Everyone, I'm talking about everyone. 5 times of a particular whole number is equal to. Oh, last day we did, right? Okay, we did this, right? We did this. Okay, great. Okay. Sum of two natural number is 8 and the difference of their reciprocal is this. Sum of two natural number is 8. So one is x, one is 8 minus x, right? And then the difference of the reciprocal is 1 by x minus 1 by 8 minus x is equal to 2 by 15. Okay, right. The difference of squares of two number is 45. The square of the smaller number is 4 times that of the large. It is given already out here, so you need not discuss as much. Okay, let's see this. There are 3 consecutive positive integers. Such the sum of the squares is also given. It's also given. Same. One is x. Consecutive is like. So just do that. Sum of the square of the first and the product of the two. So this is given. Okay. Question number 8. Find 3 successive even natural numbers. The sum of whose square is this. Even natural number is, 2 consecutive even is x and x plus 2. So the third one will be x plus 4. We can also take x minus 2 x and x plus 4. But the problem would have been if x was 2, this would have been a 0. So we will not risk this. We'll only take this. Okay. Natural numbers. Okay. Let's see the next question. Okay. In a certain positive fraction, the denominator is greater than the numerator by 3. So one is x. One is x, one is x plus 3. Okay, numerator and denominator. If one is subtracted from both the numerator and denominator, okay. The fraction is decreased by, so the difference of this is 1 by 40. Right? Great, easy. Very similar to your simultaneous linear equation. You just read it out and understand it and write it. See, I'm explaining each and every problem. Anyone having some doubt can ask me the question. Okay, great. Okay. The sum of the numerator and denominator of a certain fraction is 8. So again we can write x and 8 minus x, because their sum will total be 8. Instead of write x and y, we will take 1x, 1, 8 minus x. If 2 is added to both numerator and denominator, if 2, the fraction is increased by this much. So the fraction becomes this plus, yeah, please enter, no problem, welcome, good afternoon. Of what happens when we add this, increase by this, with I'm adding x plus 2 and 8 minus x plus 2. So this is that one. Okay, let's see this now. A 2-digit number contains the bigger at tens place. The product of the digit is 27 and the difference between the digit is 6. Hello beta, welcome. Okay, Prantik, we are just discussing each and every problem, just creating the equations. Equations could be solved easily. We'll try to cover 46 sums. So, I mean, there will be few sums which will take more time, there will be few sums which will take less time. Just like life. Okay. A 2-digit number, bigger as tens place. A 2-digit number will always be written as, if a 2-digit number can be written as x and y. Okay, let's do it this way. A 2-digit number can be written as x and y, right? For example, a 54, like this. But if I have to express this in a way that I can utilize something, so this is on tens, this is in tens place, and this is in ones place. Okay, so this is in tens place, this is in ones place. So we'll write 10x plus y. This is how we represent a 2-digit number. This is how we represent a 2-digit number. So what is this 2-digit number? This question, the product of the digit is 27. Okay, it is given the product of the digit is 27. This is one step given, right? And the difference between the two digits, this is easy, and the difference between the two digit is 6. So it's 9 and 3. It's not that difficult. But if you look into the next problem, question number 12, a 2-digit positive number is such that the product of the 6, and if 9 is added to the number, the digit interchanges places. This is more important than the first one. Okay, let's erase this. Okay, let's see question number 12. Question number 12 is 2-digit number such that the product of the digit is 6. So xy is equal to 6. If 9 is added to the number, which number? If 9 is added to this number, yes, better. What happened? Okay, if 9 is added to this number, the digit interchanges the places. That means x and y gets interchanged. Becomes 10y plus x. Okay, but now how are you going to do it? What we're going to do it is, we cannot have an equation of x and y, right? So we would use this and we will write x is equal to 6 by y, and we will change this number. So instead of x, we will write here this equation becomes 10 into 6 by y plus 9 is equal to 10y plus 6 by y, right? So then obviously we'll do cross multiplications and other things. We'll get an equation with y square, and once we know y, we can get x. Okay, because we have to form a quadratic equations out there. Anyway, so that's how we'll be doing question number 12, I think. Yeah, question number 12 is something like that. Let's see question number 13. Very important question, this question number 13. Anyone? How do you do question number 13? Can we do question number 13? Anyone better? Okay, how have you approached this problem? Okay, area is given. Area is given. Area. Oh, okay. This is yeah. This is easy. I was talking of question number 14. This is easy. I mean, people might be thinking, what happened to sir? Why it is saying this is important? This is one which is important. Okay, this is area. I have got the length as x. So length is equal to x. So breadth will be equal to 105 by x. Right. And then what is the condition given? Equal to 44. So we can make it x plus 105 by x is equal to 22 and do a cross multiplication and solve it. 105 look to be a very generous number, right? 105, 17 and 5, right? Or 15 and 7. Oishani? 15, 7. 15 and 7 breaks down into that. So that's at 22. Okay, great, which is easy. Okay, what I was more interested was that next question. The next question, that was question number 14. It seems to be a bit yeah, right. Let's see question number 14. Okay, a rectangular garden of this is surrounding by concrete. Let's. I think this is Raj's favorite question because Raj loves mensuration. That's what he told. Okay. This is something like that, which was around surrounded by what? It's surrounded by a concrete pathway around the garden. So what's given? This is like 16 meter. This is 10 meter. Right. Assuming that the width is x. Let's say this is x. This is x. Equal on sides. All sides equal. Typical mensuration problem. Okay. And the area of this is given. The area of this pathway is given. This pathway area is given 120. So first we have to find the length of this pathway and the breadth of this pathway. This pathway's length is 10 plus 2x, right? And the breadth of this pathway is, obviously this is 16 and x added here and x added there. So 16 plus 2x. So I know if I subtract this small triangle area from this outside, you will get 120. That's what it is given. So we'll have this long standing equations of 10 plus 2x, which you can take 2 common, and 16 plus 2x, which is the area of the outside one, which is the area of this total outside one. Then you have to subtract this 16 to 10, the inside one, and you will get 120. Is that the equation we all got? Dear? Yeah, that's what the equation was. It's not that difficult. Like, we can make it smaller. We can take 2 common from here and 2 common from here and then make it 5 plus x and 8 plus x. So 4 comes here and we bring it that that is add, right? It will become how much? 120, 140 is 260, right? No, 20. So we'll cut it and we'll get it done. So easy equation, but it's important one because there's some kind of a mensuration added to that. Whenever you have figure, it's like different than normal thing. So that was my first part of it. Minus 40, 40. 8 5 is 40. 8 or 5? Correct, 30. Okay, so I'm getting 40 plus 13x plus x squared is equal to 140, right? এটা কোন আসছে না? I mean, এইখানটাতে here what you got 120 plus 160, তো এই জায়গাটা একটু দেখবি আমার। ওকে, কি বেরিয়েছে রে বাবা? ঐশানীর মতন? হ্যাঁ, সেটাই বেরিয়েছে। Okay, let me check. Where have I done wrong? अरे यार, my mistake, my mistake, my mistake, my mistake. I have take no, not mistake. Minus হবে, minus হবে, minus হবে। আসছি। আরে আরে আমার 14 নম্বরে আমার কোথায় ভুল হয়েছে? Where have I made the mistake? ঠিক আছে, তো 120 আসছে না কেন? -100 আসছে। Where have I done mistake? ওই তো, ও 444 আমি 2 দিয়ে কেটে দিই, হ্যাঁ 2 দিয়ে কেটে দিয়েছি। দিস ওয়াজ, হ্যাঁ 280 ডিভাইডেড বাই 70 হবে এখানটাতে, রাইট? ইয়া ইয়া, আই গট ইট। কিন্তু কোয়াড্রেটিক ইকুয়েশন ছিল না। হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, ওকে, রাইট। ওকে, সো উই আর থ্রু উইথ দিস, উই ক্যান গো টু দ্য okay. Let's continue. Let's look into question number 15. Yeah, the length of a rectangle exceeds its breadth by 5 meter if the breadth were doubled and the length were reduced by 9 meter. The area of a rectangle would have increased how much? 140. Is it 140 meter square? Find its dimension. Prantik, is it 140 meter square? Okay, this question looks like that puzzle in Hindi, right? This एक बतख के सामने बतख, बतख के पीछे बतख, उस बतख के सामने बतख, तो बोलो कितना बतख का नंबर थे? हाँ बेटा, अच्छा ठीक है, ठीक है, अच्छा okay. The length of a rectangle exceeds its breadth by this. So if the length is x, no, if the breadth is x, let the breadth be x. So the length will become, this is my breadth, be x. So length exceeds it by 5. Right. This is this thing. If the breadth were doubled, that means if it become 2x, and then, हाँ बेटा, page, yeah, we were doing 15. Find the area of the rectangle, okay, हाँ बोल बेटा, let's carry on with it. So first, the initially there was area was this, now the area has become whatever. So you would have added this, just a sec, let me just erase. So this would have increased. This would have increased by how much? 140. Yes, Raj, you have a problem with this? Raj? Mr. Raj? Raj? Can you hear me? No? No one can hear me. Hello? Hello? No? Okay, great. Um, Inaudible. Okay. Let's bring everything there. So 2x and minus x become x square minus 8x minus 13x. Something like this. Raj, can you hear me? Oops. Okay. Yeah, Raj, tell me, what problem do you have? Ball? আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, দ্যাটস ওকে। আই মিন এই 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 প্রবলেমটাতে কোনো প্রবলেম হচ্ছে? I mean, না। What are the factors? এইটাতে কোনটারে? হ্যাঁ 13x হবে না 5 আর হুম 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 yeah, we break it down into 20 and minus 7 or whatever it is, minus 20%. So we'll get an answer. We'll negate the negative numbers. We'll take the positive number. Right. Great. So this was easy. Not that difficult. So we could have done this. Great. Let's see question number 16. The perimeter of a rectangular plot is 180 meter. Its area is this. Take the length is the use the perimeter to write the value of breadth. I think this is easy. I mean, I think yesterday someone has given me this problem in WhatsApp. One of you. So if the perimeter is this, we know, and breadth is x. We know how to find it, right? If breadth is x and perimeter is 180, so length will be obviously 180 by 2 minus x, which is 90 minus x, and this is this. And then using this we can get the area, and then we can find the value of x. This is the value of length. This is the value of length. We got it through perimeter. Perimeter divided by 2 minus x minus breadth. Okay, that was question number 16. Right. Let's see question number 17. The length of a parallel sides of a trapezium is this and this. Find the distance. Okay. Right. Yeah. Thanks for you. we can undo, not in life, but yeah. So breadth was given, perimeter was given 180. So how do you find length from breadth? You know this. Then okay, let's see. 90x minus x square is equal to 1800. This is what you got, right? So x square minus 90x plus 1800 equal to 0. You have to break that 1800 into something that is 60 30. Okay, 60 and 30 subtracted, because this is like minus, both minus. I mean, you can break that 90 as 60 plus 30, and then you can break it. Okay, Oishani. Okay, great. Now you have your own formula, right? You are the only person here in this group that has your own formula. I mean, it's Acharya's. You can claim your own while using quadratic equations, right? Thanks for the help. Okay, let's see which is the next one we would be doing. 17. The length of the parallel sides of a trapezium. We all know, see, how does a trapezium looks like this? Maybe like this or this, whatever. So these are my parallel sides. This is 90 degree, just for question's sake. So maybe this is x plus 9. This is 2x minus 3, and the height between them is x plus 4. So we know the formula, half into sum of the parallel sides. I mean SUM sum, not SUM. Sum of the parallel sides into distance between them or height between them. So we can do this. This is equal to the area, that is 540. Okay, that's the equation. That's your quadratic equation. If you break it down, okay, let's do the quadratic equation for you. Half goes there. Okay, whatever happens to it does not matter. So 9. This is 3x minus 6 x plus 4, 540 into 2. We can take 3 common from here. So 3x minus 2 x plus 4 equal to 540 into 2 divided by 3. This is looks to be 18, right? Yeah. No? Yes. So this 3 goes off, and we have x minus 2 x plus 4 is equal to 360. We can solve. Can we? Can we solve it? No? Hello? Someone say something. Can we solve after this? Okay. You know the area, right? Sum of the parallel sides into distance between them. Yeah, no, you might not break it. We can, yes, better. Which one, Ray? Okay. My mistake. So this one is 18. I think this could be broken down into 18 and 20 then. So x equal to 16. X equal, then we can write x equal to 16, right? 16. You don't have to even break down into that. You can look at it and we can say that, see, this plus something, and then the common thing is 18 and 20. So 16 plus 2 is 18, which is from here, and 16 plus 4 is 20. But don't do this experiment. Just like you can do sometimes while practicing at home, do some mental calculations. Maybe it would have been easy for you to have done giving some competitive examinations where you do not have to do that calculations. But anyway, but then it's easy, yeah. Yeah, see, the only problem during quadratic equations, we'll make some silly mistakes. Everyone does. So we have to be doubly careful. For the 8. हाँ, that equal to 360. The 360 के जो मैं 18 at 352. 352. Oh, no. Okay. Oishani, what I have done, looking at this, I have tried to guess it. এই দেখ এখানে কি আছে, this is x plus 2, এখানে x plus 4 আছে তো, আর এখানে 360 আছে। আমি না 360 কে কিভাবে লেখা যায়, আমরা এরকম লিখতে পারি না, 18 into 20 লিখতে পারি। তাহলে now comparing this to, we can say this is 18 and this is 20, মানে and এটা দুটো করেই দেখ x এর ভ্যালু একই আসছে, x plus 2 equal to 18, এখান থেকেও x equal to 16 পাচ্ছি। that means it is satisfying this equation। এটা আমি বলছি না তোরা এরকম করিস, বাট দেন অনেক সময় হয় না, দেখে চিনতে পারা যায় কাইন্ড অফ এ থিং। সো ইটস লাইক ইটস রেকগনাইজেবল। তোরা একদম উইল ব্রেক ইট ডাউন, অবভিয়াসলি উইল ব্রেক ইট ডাউন ইনটু x square plus 6x plus 8 is equal to 360, and bring it here and do all kind of whatever you guys do. But then sometimes it gives you that mental happiness that you can do it. Don't experiment during the exam, but you can do some experimentations while doing it. No props. Okay, let's. I can't find this. Great. Which question we did? Question number 17. Okay, let's go to 18. If the perimeter of rectangular plot is 68 and the length of the diagonal is this, find the area. Can we? No. Yes. Question number 18. Perimeter of the plot is 68 and the length of the diagonal is this. Find the area. How do you do it? Anyone? No one? Okay. Okay, no problem. We can say this is as x, we can say this is x, and from the perimeter thing, this is 34 minus x, we can write, because this is perimeter by 2 minus x, which is 34 minus x, right? And what do we know? What do you know? We know this is 26. Can we do something with it? Yeah, you can use Pythagoras theorem. We can use Pythagoras theorem. X square plus 34 minus x square is equal to 26 square. 26 square. So we can do all sort of calculations and we can find the value of x. Once we know the value of x, I think it's easy. Right? Can we use Pythagoras here? Because that's what is given. This is Pythagoras theorem. Cool. We can move to the next one. Okay. Good. I mean, it's not big, you know, if you look at it, it's not that big a thing. Or no, let's no. I am with Oishani. Ato boro boro. Let's make it smaller. না না দেখে না একটু আমি 34 স্কোয়ারকে 34 স্কোয়ারই লিখবো বুঝেছো এ স্কোয়ার মাইনাস বি স্কোয়ার লাগানো যাবে বুঝেছো ভেরি গুড কে বাইকে আছিস রে ফুটফুট হাওয়া দিচ্ছে সুন্দর আমরা কি আমরা আমরা কি আজকাল গুরুকুলে পড়ছি তুই ছাদে ঘুরে বেড়াচ্ছিস কেউ গাছে চেপে বেড়াচ্ছে কেউ ফুল গাছের তলায় পড়ছে রাইট ইউ ক্যান হ্যাঁ রাইট ইউ আচ্ছা আরে বাহ আমি কেন তাহলে ছাদে নেই ও ছাদ তো অন্ধকার আমি দেখতে পারবো না ওকে ভাই রাইট okay right so we can solve this can we Oishani 34 plus 26 34 minus 26 তারপর 2 then we can take 2 as common and make it smaller and we can solve it so that's not difficult one okay let's go to the next one before that let's erase our crime array this is stupid sometimes it erases sometimes it does not erases okay anyway we don't need to okay let's see next question 19 the sum of two smaller sides of a right angle triangle is this if the perimeter is this we can do that we can take one is x one is why is the smaller sides because it's not the hypotenuse it means it is not the hypotenuse okay and if this is my triangle if this is x this is not x let me draw this triangle a bit bigger if this is my right angle triangle here and if this one is x this one is 17 minus x it is given sum of this and the perimeter is given perimeter is how much how much is the perimeter no 30 centimeter so if this total perimeter is 30 and this two adds up to 17 so we know how much is this 30 minus 17 which is 13 and then we know we have to use Pythagorean theorem which is of this okay which is this x square plus 17 minus x whole square equal to 13 square and we can solve for x you know you're looking at it you know it's like Pythagorean triplet of 12 5 and 5 12 and 13 so we can do this okay this is done let's see question number 20 the hypotenuse of a grassy land is the shape of a right angle triangle is 1 meter more than twice the shortest side if the third side is 7 meter more than the shortest side find the side oh my god let's see this problem let's try to place this I mean it's not difficult but it's just a lengthy one the hypotenuse this is a grassy land okay the hypotenuse of grassy land is a shape of right angle triangle is 1 meter more than twice the shortest side let's say this is the shortest side this is 1 meter more than twice the shortest side great if the third side is 7 meter more than shortest side if this is x plus 7 so now we know this is question number 20 then we can use the Pythagoras theorem and we can do it Cool, everyone. Ghar wala, chhad wala, everyone cool. Response or else I don't know that you were there or not. Probably, hopefully you were there. Okay, great. Let's see question number 21. Mohini. Okay, Mohini wishes to. Hey, Mohini was name of Madhuri Dixit, na? In this Ek Do Teen song. आपकी उम्र. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Okay. See, that's the age gap. 20 years, 25 years between you and us. It's 20 years, right? Yeah, more than 20 years. Okay. Mohini wishes to fit 3 rods together. Okay. Mohini wishes to fit 3 rods together in the shape of a right angle triangle. Kaj common. I think Mohini also in a lockdown. Okay. If the hypotenuse is 2 centimeter longer than that base and 4 centimeter longer than the shortest side, find the length of the rod. Okay. Mohini tinte rod in yellow. Mohini has. Mohini has got this rod. If the hypotenuse is 2 centimeter longer than the base. Okay. If base is x, hypotenuse is x plus 2. But this hypotenuse is 4 centimeter more. This is if I add with this side 4 centimeter, I will get this. So this is x minus 2. Can we write? Can you write this? No? Pakka? Or have you guys seen the hint and getting confused? Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm asking, is it okay, or have you guys seen the hint and getting confused at x minus 2, x minus 4 kind of a thing? What I've taken the first statement. If the hypotenuse is 2 centimeter longer than the base, I have put base as x and hypotenuse is 2 centimeter longer. And also the second condition is talking of this hypotenuse is 4 centimeter longer than the shortest side. So if I have taken this shortest side instead of this, if I have taken it as y, so we know that y plus 4 is equal to x plus 2. So I have to find the value of y. So this is x plus 2 minus 4, which is x minus 2. So invariably I would have got y as x minus 2. So the three sides were x minus 2, x and x plus 2. Whatever you could follow the hint also, you could make your own thing. It's like just follow the conditions and do it. So this becomes this three things x minus 2, x and x plus 2 becomes this Pythagorean triplet, which are either 3 consecutive odd numbers or 3 consecutive even numbers. See, looking at it, we can say that. Can we? See, x minus 2, I mean, we can put this square plus this square equal to this square, but looking at it, this is a Pythagorean triplet. I think 375 makes a Pythagorean triplet. 9 plus 25. No. I don't know, whatever, but we can solve it. We can put this x minus 2 square plus x square is equal to x plus 2 whole square. Can we do this? Yeah, 6, 8, 10. Why I could cut x on both sides? Because x is not equal to 0. I couldn't have cut x if x would have been 0. So it's like simple process. I got this as 8. So this is 6 and this is 10. So easy. Okay. Let's move to the next sum. Let's see what can be done. Guys, if you're stuck in any of the sums that we are finishing off, kindly let me know. Kindly shout, speak, or write in the WhatsApp that not happening or something like that. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, question number 22. In a what display? PT display. Okay, 250 students were arranged in rows and columns. 480 students. If there were 4 rows, 8. Okay, just do. See, I will send you this video, so all my scribbling, my talking, jokes, PJs, everything will be recorded. So no problem. Okay. In a PT display, 480 students were arranged in rows and columns. Okay. If there were 4 more students in each row, then in each row, then number of rows. Find the number of students in each row. What is this? If there is x column and x plus 4 into x is equal to 480. You can say this is number of columns and this is number of rows. Rows into column is equal to 480 because, like for example, if I put 3, if I have got 15, if I have got 6 students, then I could have placed like this. So number of column is 1, 2, 3 columns, and number of row is 1, 2. So we know if I multiply row into column, I will get number of students. Same here, row into column, I will get number of students. Just solve it. This is my question number 22. Question number 22 is this with row columns kind of thing. Question is done. Everyone else done? I'm waiting. Done? Anyone any doubt in this? No. Great. Okay. Let's see the now questions are becoming a bit trickier. Till now it is like do this, do that, addition, subtraction, division. Now look at this auditorium. Not the auditorium, but the problem in an auditorium, number of rows is equal to the number of seats in each row. That means number of rows and number of columns are same. Number of rows is equal to the number of seats in each row. If there are 5 rows, there will be 5 seats in each row. So 5 into 5, 25. Okay. Right. If the number of rows is doubled and the number of seats in each row is reduced by 5, this is 5. It's not going. Is reduced by this is 5. Then the number of seats is increased by 375. That means initially, if number of row was x, number of column was also x. Number of row was x and number of column was also x. Now if I had increased The number of seats is reduced by 5. Now I have increased the number of rows to 2x, and I have reduced the number of seats, that means number of columns in each, by 5. Then this quantity, it's nothing on top, huh? Don't ask what is there on top. There's nothing on top. This is 2x. Okay, right. And this is x minus 5, because number of rows I have doubled. This is doubled, and number of columns I have reduced by 5, minus 5. Okay, so from initial, now there is an increment. The increment is plus 375, plus 375. I'm sorry, because just what happened to this two. Just a second. Yeah, okay, great. Okay, this has increased by 375. So that's my equation. My equation becomes now x square plus 375 is equal to is equal to 2x into this, that is equal to 2x square minus 10x. So we can form this quadratic equation and we can solve for x. Okay, this was you understood the problem, right? Number of rows and number of seats in a row was same. This was my number of rows x. Number of seats in a row is same, that is number of columns are same. Now when the number of rows is increased to 2x, and this number of seats were where am I? Where is it going? Okay, yeah, yes, better. This one, okay, I'll do it. Great, thanks for asking. I mean, things are becoming dancing in front of me. Let me just arrange this thing. Okay. This question number thing, they're saying in an auditorium, question number 23, the number of rows is equal to number of seats in each row, which means if the number of rows is equal to x. So by condition, what is given? Number of seats in each row is also x. That means number of column. That means column is x. So both are same. Now they have stored if number of rows has been doubled, and seats in each row, which is like column, it was x before, is reduced by 5. So in this total number of seats will increase by 375. So initially, how much was the total number of seats? Initially, our total number of seats was x into x. Why? Because number of rows is x and number of seats in each row or number of column is x. The total number of seats is row into column. Now this would increase by 375. I have to add 375 it is to get the new number of rows and number of columns. New number of rows is 2x and new number of column is x minus 5. So this is my equation. So my equation becomes x square plus 375 equal to 2x square minus 10x. So I can rearrange everything, becomes x square minus 10x minus 375 is equal to 0. I know you guys will be able to solve it, so that's not a problem. But again, the main thing is to understand this equation. if number of rows is x here and number of seats in each row is equal, that means this is also x. So total number of seats initially was x into x. So initially total number of seats were x square, x into x square. Now the number of rows is doubled. So this becomes, number of rows becomes 2x, and number of seats in each row is reduced by 5, which which turns out to be x minus 2, right. Then the total number of seats is increased by 375. So we can write x square plus 375, because initially this was number of seats, now it has increased to 375, and then here new number of rows and number of seats in each row will get multiplied. So this is my equation out here. Clear? No? Anyone still has a doubt? Please tell me, beta. No worries. Anyone still? Everyone. Someone should have some doubt. Ognivesh, please. Raj, Rishiraj. No? Slept off? Are you guys there? So you don't have a doubt. Understood? No. Hold on. I mean, I can. I think you have grown up. Okay. Let's see question number 24. In an annual function of a school, each student gives a gift to every other student. This is the most important sum of this entire book. I mean, entire chapter. Let me erase a few things for this. Question number 24. Kindly try to, do if you can. At least one of you, if you can, I would be happy. Okay. Question number 24. At an annual function of a school, each student gets a gift. At an annual function of a school, each student gives a gift to every other student. If the number of gift is 1980, Prantik, is it 1980? 1980? Find the number of students. So how are you going to do it? অগ্নিবেশ ঐশানীকে দিল, অগ্নিবেশকে দিল, কিন্তু ঐশানীকে দিল না। Couldn't get you, come again. So let's say if the number of student is x. This is question number 24. Number of students. So each student will get how many gifts? Obviously কারণ ও নিজেকে গিফট দেবে না। মানে কন্ডিশন এটাই, number of gifts each student will get, because it's like in a rose day everyone is giving everyone roses. Yeah, come in. Number of gifts each student will get is equal to x minus 1, because he is not giving gift to himself, or she is not giving any gift to herself. So total number of gifts will be x into x minus 1, which is x into x minus 1, right? This is total number of gifts. This is what? This is our total number of gifts. Total number of gifts. Okay, this is the equation. Why this? Because we have taken the number of students is equal to x. So the the thing is that, you know, it's like let's say it like this, like, you know, each one of you is giving the other some flowers. So you normally will not give yourself flower, you will give to someone else and someone else will give to you. So if there are 10 students, if there are 10 students, or if there are like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, yeah, this many students. So A will get a gift from B, C, D, E, F, until J, everyone, but not from him. B will get a gift from A, C, D, B, and not from himself. So each student will get one less gift because he has not get what anything for himself. He is getting other 9 students. So if there are x students, so x minus 1 will be gift for each student, not total number of gifts, but each student will get this much. So total number of students into each student will give me the total number of gifts. So this is my equation. So can anyone tell me what is the value of x just looking at it without doing any calculations? Can we say? $19.80. Can we say what is the value of x? No? Can you break it down? Yeah, Raj, sir, পড়া আছে. Tell me. কোথায় আপনি? You can't see me, hear me? Okay. এটা কি দিয়ে কাটবো? I'm there. Can you hear me? শুনতে পাচ্ছিস? পাচ্ছিস? Very good. Now we can think of কি দিয়ে করবি না. So we've got 2, 5, 3, 11. So you can combine, like you can break it down in a different way, you can combine this, but it will be 2 consecutive numbers. The only hint is these are 2 consecutive numbers, or else you can use a Sridhar-Acharya's formula and do that. Breaking down is there are multiple ways of doing it. Okay, let's see question number 25. A bus covers a distance of 240 kilometers at an uniform speed. Due to heavy rain, its speed gets reduced by 10 km per hour. So we can say that let the speed, this uniform speed, be x km per hour, and says that it takes 2 hours longer to cover the total distance. Okay. So how are you going to do it? 2 hours more. So initially, what was the time that it was taking? Initially, the time that it was taking was 240 kilometer divided by x. That was a time initial. This was like t1 initially, but now the heavy rain, speed has reduced to x minus 10. করা আছে না? Okay, so the time taking was this t2. So t2 is more than t1. right? How many hours more? 2 hours more. So T1 is equal to T2 plus 2, right? Because, sorry, T1 is equal to T2 minus 2. My bad. T1 is equal to T2 minus 2, or you can say, which is more? T2 is more. So T2 minus T1 is equal to 2. Yes, better? You can't hear anything. Can't see the screen. Traffic. No, I'm talking of more than 100 million people are using this Zoom as of now, at this very moment. 100 million, okay? হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, কে পাথফাইন্ডার ইউজ করছে আর কে করছে? মনি স্যার, মনি স্যার কাছে পড়ছিস নাকি তুই? এবার তো অসুবিধা নেই, এবার তো অসুবিধা নেই, এবার এবার বসতেই জায়গা হবে বল সবার, সবাই বাড়িতে বসে আছে। Now Moni sir can even teach 500 students at one go. Right. Okay. Great. Acha. Which one we were doing? We were doing question number 25. A bus covers a distance of 240 kilometers an hour at uniform speed. Let the speed be x. Due to heavy rain, the speed get reduced to 10 kilometers an hour. So initially, the distance was initially, no, always the distance was this 240 kilometer. This was my distance. I have taken the speed as x. So initially time was distance by speed. Now because of rain, my speed has changed to this. The distance remains the same. So my time T2 is distance by new speed. So T2 is 2 hours more. Because of this heavy rain, reduction of speed, it took 2 hours more. Everything is in kilometer per hour an hour. So T2 minus T1 is equal to 2. So I can form this equation. I can form this equation as 240 by x minus 10 minus 240 by x. This is equal to 2. And I can get this 2 done. So it's like 120 by x minus 10 minus 120 by x is equal to 1. I think I did this problem before. So this is how the equations, you can form a quadratic equations from here and you can solve. Can you hear? Dear, can you hear? বুঝেছিস? বুঝিসনি? Okay, great. Okay. So what was the distance? The distance was, okay, let's see. The distance was 240. Hello. Okay. Can you see the screen? Okay. The distance was 240. Initially the speed was x. Okay, so time was distance by speed. T1 was 240 by x. Now due to rain, the speed reduced by 10 kilometer per hour. So this is my new speed. The distance will remain the same. So my new time taken is 240 by x minus 10. That is my new time. Because my speed has reduced, my time will increase. How much more time it is taking? It is taking 2 hours more. This is taking 2 more hours. 2 hours longer to reach. This is taking 2 hours longer to reach. So T2 minus T1 is equal to 2. T2, that is, once my speed has reduced, my time will increase. So T2 minus T1 is equal to 2. So I have put that into perspective. 240 by 10. minus this is equal to 2. So 2 ta common niye nilam, and then you can struggle and do all your yes. And you can keep doing this equation, you will get, I mean, this part is easy, right? X square minus 10x minus 120 equal to 0 or something like that. 120 into 10 হয়ে যাবে এইদিকে, এটা ক্রস মাল্টিপ্লাই হয়ে যাবে, তারপর এটা এইদিকে চলে যাবে, something like that. This is the equation you will solve. That's not a difficult problem. The difficult problem is to understand this problem. Okay. Question number 26. The speed of an express train is x km per hour and speed of an ordinary train is 12 km per hour less than the express train. So speed of an express train is x km per hour. The speed of an ordinary train is x minus 12 km per hour. If the ordinary train takes 1 hour longer than the express train to cover 240 km, the ordinary train time কত লাগবে, বেশি লাগবে? So this is the time taken by the ordinary train. Express train time কত লাগবে, কম লাগবে? So I subtract this is equal to 1. That's my equation. This is my ordinary train, this is my express train. Clear? What happened to others? বাকিরা আছিস না? যে যা না 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 যে যা ছাদে চলে গেছিস। ওকে, আজকে 27 অবধি করে ছেড়ে দেবো আজকে। No, ঘুম না। I think it's too much, and I mean just 27 sums we are discussing. Obviously, it's overloaded. Okay, let the card. Look at this card. This card is covering a distance of 400 kilometers. Okay, last problem. I will solve it. I will make it a clearer picture. নেতাটা নিয়ে আসি। কে কে বাড়ির ঘর দর মুছছিস রে? কেউ আছিস ঘর দর মুছ? তো মা অসুস্থ? Okay, let's look into this sum. Jokes over. Right. Can we see this sum? Okay. A car covers a distance of 400 kilometers at a certain speed. A speed take, let us say this is x kilometer per hour. Okay, one thing, when you are taking let the speed be x, you should write x kilometer per hour, or else ICSE te marks kete nebe. Khali x bolle hobe na, you have to say when you're talking of speed you have to say x kilometer per hour. Okay. Right. So what is the distance it is covering? 400 kilometers. What is the time it will take? Time. Ognivesh, 400, right? This is the time. When you are writing time, you will write hour. Okay. Or else marks get anything. Okay. Though it's not physics, but then you never know. the time taken for, if it had the speed would have been 12 kilometer per hour more. So had the speed would have been 12 kilometer per hour more. So new speed is x plus 12 kilometer per hour. The distance is same, right? So what will the time taken? Nah, we have to write hour. Okay, right. Oops, sorry. Okay, now taken the journey. If the speed would have been more, the journey would have taken 1 hour 40 minutes less. Now, see, everything is an hour, but this is 1 hour 40 minutes. Like this, 1 2 by 3, which is 5 by 3 hours. Hour, right? So, eto कम लगदो, less लगदो, obviously ना. If my speed would have increased, then my time taken would have come down. So by condition, which is more? This one is more or this one is more? T1 is more, right? So 400 by x minus 400 is equal to 5 by 3. So to make your life easy, I can write 180. I can do that, right? Can we, right? We can. Okay, since this is the last problem, we will solve it. So this is 80 into 12 is equal to x into x plus 12 by 3. So now we have cross multiplying. So 80 into 12 into 3 is equal to x square plus 12x, or x square plus 12x is equal to I mean, I can bring it here this side, so I'll just minus 80 into 12 into 3 is equal to 0. Can I do something with this? No. Can we solve? No. How do you solve? You can use Sridhar Acharya's formula. With the help of Vaishanya Acharya, you can do that. Okay. Or if we look at Middleton factor, it looks dirty. I mean, 8, 10, 12, 3. Or like 2, 4, 5, 2. I mean, you can keep on breaking it as much as possible. Yeah, how are you able to break it? Yeah, I know what will it become, but then how do I break it into two factors? I mean, that was something I'm looking for. Like after it becomes 2880, I have to break it into no. So I'm just trying to see if I can break it easily. How somewhere? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, 48 and 60. Okay, 60. So this and this and this is 48. Yeah, we can break it like this. Great. So we can do a trial and error method, or you can directly go to Sridhar Acharya's formula. We can do that. We can do it by also, completing the squares, whatever. A trial and error method, since we have time, we are just doing it. But normally in exam, if you're not able to get it by middle term factor like trial and error, we can directly go use Sridhar Acharya's formula. It may be big, but then it will give you answer faster in during these cases. Sometimes it becomes too confusing. 60 minus 48x minus 60 into 48. So we will negate this, we will not take this, because we will take x is equal to 48 and we will not take x equal to minus 60, because speed is minus 60, that means it is moving at the opposite direction. So my answer is speed equal to 64. This is, sorry, question number 27. Array for this question number 27. Okay, speed that I will get out here is 48 kilometer per hour. That's my answer. Done.